Good morning. Just a quick follow on my delivery of the Zero DSR. I had the bike now for about 3 weeks, and I haven't really ridden it except for going to work and back. So just a quick update about the bike. So I had it for about 3 weeks. Say about 3 weeks. I had it a week before we took our trip to Germany, and then 2 weeks after this now, and I've been just using it to go to work and back, and it's about a 20-mile round trip to work and back. It's stop-start traffic, and so far I've been really enjoying it. The single, twist grip is quite nice. Yeah, it's just really a really comfortable bike. Something to get used to, but it is really nice. I still try and grab for the clutch, and also gear down with my left foot, but it's slowly but surely working its way out. I think if you used to riding a bike with gears, then it will just fade in the background, and then it will probably come back if you need to go back to a gear bike, or need to ride a gear bike. But I must say the bike is really nice. It's lower than the F850GS. That's quite a bonus, especially if you have to do some work, not do some work, but do some navigation in the traffic, especially like the Reading traffic. It's so narrow between the cars that it's and this bike is also quite narrow, so it makes it very easy to get through the traffic. I really enjoy that. Another little thing that a lot of people were saying, that this bike is way too heavy to do serious off-roading. Now, I think most of these bikes are not really built for serious off-roading. For the mere mortals, I think most of these bikes can do as much as we want to do, and if you need a dedicated off-road bike, then you will go and buy an off-road bike. This bike, also a lot of people have been claiming this bike is too heavy for it. My F850GS were 229 kilograms, and this bike is 190. So I don't understand how people can, say that this bike is too heavy. If it's like what, 30 kilograms lighter. So I don't know. I think it's a very much a personal preference. What else can I say? The tires, the stock tires, is a sort of like an on-off-road tire. More road-based, I would say. One guy at the office was asking me the other day if it's very slippery on those knobblies. No, it's all depends on how you go around the corners, and if you give it too much beans, then it's gonna probably slip out underneath you. So you just need to be careful, and especially it's now winter, that you have to be careful. The roads are slippery, it's cold. Most of my journey has been in like 0 to about 3, 4, 5 degrees, and it's cold, but the bike has been performing perfect. Get up on it in the mornings and just go. I can do probably about a 7-day ride into work and back. I actually took it quite low the other day. It was down to about 14%, and I think it starts limiting the power at about 12% battery life. So that's where it sort of start getting into the reserve zone, I think. But otherwise it's been good. I've done, I've done one full charge out of it, and I got 110 miles with about I would say probably about 20 miles left in the tank. and I'm on my second ride now, and it looks like it's going to be exactly the same. So I get about 110 miles in winter. I will probably do a full-blown range test where I can go ride a normal, like a Saturday ride out, and see how far I can take the bike. But yeah, it looks like about 110 miles. They are quoting about 150, but I think 150 is more summer conditions, and also what do you call it? Summer conditions, and I would say when you're doing 30 to 50 to 60 miles an hour, you know, like B roads, where you can just cruise a bit. 60 miles an hour, 65, probably 70. I've been also using it mostly in eco mode, again just because it's winter and I just want to really get used to the bike. I had it on sport the other day, and whew, it really gets going very quickly, and because there's no gears, you don't get that changeover. It just like it's this linear pull, and it just feels weird. So yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, the bike hasn't been washed and it's full of mud and all over the place. And yeah, I've decided today to take the bike out for a little longer ride here around Newbury, Reading area, and just to do a nice ride here in the countryside. And yeah, it's very nice so far. Let me show you around the bike. So let's switch it on. You can see how it looks like, powered up. There's 55% battery left. It's 11 o'clock today. I think it's about 8 degrees outside. It's really nice and sunny. We had some really bad weather here. Let's just clear that indicator. And then it's saying to me trip B has been reset. So I've done about 50 miles and I've got about 60 miles left in the tank. I've done overall about 169 miles. So yeah, it's very nice. As you can see, it's also adjustable here on the shocks. So that's that. A nice rear shock as well, also adjustable. Also a shower on the back. The rear lights. Yeah, it's a really nice looking bike as well. Yeah, it's very skinny. It's almost like I rode a what do you call it? A KTM. The KTM. What's the single thumper? Yeah, it's like the KTM 690 Duke, just the thumper. With a thumper, but it's the single cylinder 690. Really nice bike as well, but it's got the same feel. It's a big bike, but it's really solid. And also the weight of the battery down there, that whole thing is battery. That is, the weight is low down, so it's really nice to handle. Yeah. You can see back brake. The back brake I haven't really used yet because it's got regen braking, so that's quite nice. You can see as well, these things are really like rock solid. You know, it's like really, it feels like everything feels like really good quality. It's not a cheap bike, but yeah, everything just feels like really good quality. Moving around to the front. Still got his little pre-check sticker on, I think. It's got the gold alloys, and it's got the Pirelli MT60 tires on. There's the side. There's the 14.4 kilowatt hour battery. It's got a 5-year unlimited miles battery warranty. It's belt driven. It's a carbon belt. The guys were saying anything from about, like, I think they're saying like something about 40,000 miles. Depends on how you use it. If it's more off-roading, where more grit gets into it. But again, for me, it's probably going to last forever because I rarely take it off-road, and if I do, it's on a few trails, and then it gets cleaned, and then it gets used to go to work and back and for weekend blasts. So there's the tire as well. Looks like what, 130 80/17s on the rear. That's the Pirelli MT60s. It's almost like a flat track tire. I like that look. I was really keen to put that look on my Ceron as well. And the front, what do we have here? What is the size on the front? The front is 19 inch in the front. There's also a Pirelli MT60. Got the shower suspension in the front, and it's fully adjustable, so that's quite nice. It's all sealed here on the front. No grills, nothing to get damaged. It's just a piece of plastic. There's the clocks. It also maps up to your iPhone, so you can, if you've got a mounting bracket here, I'm going to think of installing a RAM mount here, so I can have the dash here, and then you can use the Zero app to also see more details about the bike. But yeah, I'm currently using my cycling holder. That's not really good. Anything that's rubber, it just wobbles all over the place. And I must say the controls is really solid. You know, the buttons is like really nice, and it's got nice feedback. You know, it's like stiff and solid. That's the lights for you. It's the flasher in the front, the horn, and on this side it's got the mode button. The mode button, if you want to go from eco mode to, say, to sport to what do you call it, to sport to custom, then you have to close the throttle, and then it kicks into the next mode, and then you can open it again, and then you're in that mode. This is your normal stop, so you can always switch it off there, or you can switch it off by the thing. It's got the normal push in for the steering lock. That's all good. And let's switch it on quickly. You can see. So that's it. So yeah, there we have it. The Zero DSR. It's the final destination. I was looking at this bike for so long, and they managed to give me a really good deal on my BMW, so it was almost like a straight swap. And yeah, now I'm on an electric bike. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep up-to-date updates coming on this bike, how I find it. You know, it's the honeymoon period. Everyone is, oh, everything is so lovely, but as soon as you start owning it for like a few months in, then all the problems, not problems, but all the stuff that drives you nuts starts coming to the front and starts bugging you. So I will try and keep on making update videos, and if anyone has got questions about the bike, or want to know where I bought it and about the servicing and this and that and the other, I'll probably make a little separate video about the servicing, just a quick update in my next ride out. But it's getting to spring and then summer, and then so I'm gonna have a good, hopefully good summer riding this bike, so I'll have plenty of feedback about it and comparing it to the F850GS and all my previous bikes. So yeah, hope you guys have a lovely Sunday, and get out and ride. The sun is out. Enjoy.